guys, how y'all doing tonight? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and I am here live for my live review of AEW Dynamite from the June 24th, 2020 edition of Dynamite, the go-home show for the 2-week event Fyter Fest, which night 1 is next Wednesday night on TNT. We have the first night of the 2-night extravaganza, as you want to call it. And I also announced the card on this show for the dates and for which match is going to take place and whatnot. Since it's kind of just like a normal, basically like a more hyped up episode of Dynamite, I'm not going to do any preview and predictions for Fyter Fest. I just don't have the time right now really to do it. But I'll kind of give a little bit whenever I go through the review of the show. But overall, I thought it was a good go-home show. Wasn't the best go-home show, but I thought it was a good go-home show. Of course, I need to address really quick the news yesterday, of course, from WWE House. There were some actual names revealed to be sick with the current virus that is going around. Adam Pearce, Caleb Braxton, and also the reason why this man was not on the show, Jon Moxley. His wife, Renee Young, was diagnosed with the virus, which is very sad, very heartbreaking. Hope Moxley's going to be okay for sure as well. I haven't heard any news if he tested positive or not, but it definitely sucks for sure. Again, this continues to show when WWE is full of their egos, it just bites them back in the butt pretty much. So it sucks. So hopefully Moxley will still be good for his match with Brian Cage, which is going to be the main event of night 2 of Fyter Fest on July the 8th. So let's get into the show though and talk about what we got here. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly again because I don't have too much time. I'm going to have to review NXT tomorrow. I got to go and watch a little bit before I go to bed tonight, but we opened up with a pretty good Lumberjack match, I thought, between Wardlow and Luchasaurus. That was a great match. Definitely showed off a little more agility in this match with Wardlow, I thought. I thought his first call match I've seen him fight so far, he's more so just like a normal big man, but I felt the agility was shown a little bit more here, what Wardlow can do, which definitely got me a little more invested in him. And of course, you all know Luchasaurus definitely is a big name as well, has a great future. I would like to see him maybe, if hopefully Cody retains the TNT Championship over Jake Hagar at Fyter Fest. Maybe we can see a match with Cody Rhodes and Luchasaurus maybe. I think it'd be pretty good. I enjoy it. So, we'll see, but I thought this was a good opening match. Of course, there was some chaos that happened afterwards, of course, as usual with Lumberjacks. Afterwards, Jurassic Express came out for Luchasaurus' side. MJF and Wardlow attack, and the Lumberjacks joined in to give us like 6 different brawls and whatnot, which was fun to watch as well. Then Hikaru Shida squashes Velvet Red, and afterwards she goes after Penelope Ford in the crowd. They brawl until they get pulled apart, and Kip Sabian's pissed off that his sunglasses got broken in the process, which sucks. So we're getting Hikaru Shida and Penelope Ford. It feels a little bit random. I didn't think Penelope Ford was built up yet for a championship opportunity, but Britt Baker is injured. So is Chris Statlander, who's out for 6 to 9 months with the ACL tear. Again, Britt Baker just had like a broken tibia or something like that, but Chris Statlander actually tore her ACL. She's going to be out for a while. So, like I said, it's going to take a lot to, still build this women's division in AEW. I still feel they're probably the weakest part of the show right now, but again, it'll get there. Just got to get some of their names back and whatnot. So, we had that match. Afterwards, this was fun. We have this press conference for the TNT Championship with Cody Rhodes and Jake Hagar. Hagar was not there yet, but Arn Anderson gives him a dadly talking at the length, calling Hagar a coward, telling him Cody's going to retain. Cody mentions about being champion, how it feels like hope, and how he stands for real classic style pro wrestling. Until Hagar comes in, accompanied by his wife, asks Cody if he's ready, and they set up for photos. They pose. Jake puts fists in Cody's face, and Cody swats him away. And then Hagar's wife threw water in Cody's face, and brief, but effective. Definitely looking forward to seeing what they do out of that match for sure. As Cody's done a great job so far as TNT champion, putting people over. He didn't have a match this week though, but again, he's definitely had a good amount of. He's already had, I think, 3 matches for the TNT title so far, and I think he's definitely having a caliber run again that John Cena had from 2015 when he was U.S. champion. So I definitely will give Cody the credit. He's done a great job so far. And again, even though I do think Jake Hager is a little bit overrated, I look forward to seeing what him and Cody can do in the ring on Sunday in this match. We have another video package showing Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss as they get ready to have a match against Mr. Brodie Lee and Colt Cabana. Well, Colt Boom Boom Cabana. Interesting match, of course, as they have Colt Cabana accept the team with Brodie Lee, as Brodie Lee's trying to get Colt to join his the Dark Order, which again I'm still not too crazy about the story because this doesn't really feel like the Dark Order really is doing much anyways, as I keep saying. Brodie Lee and Cabana win. I think Cabana got the pinfall, so kind of showed that under Brodie's guidance. It seems that he's he actually is winning matches now. So I don't know. We'll see what he does with it. But again, I'm not really super interested. But afterwards, Lance Archer came down and attacked Joey Janela and also Sonny Kiss. Joey had a chair as an equalizer, but Archer swats to the side, lays him out with a kick, and then Jake the Snake Roberts comes out and backs him off. We also got an update on Sean Spears as well. And then FTR and SCU I thought had a pretty good tag match. They got the win, but afterwards, FTR cuts about how there's good guys and bad guys, and they may not have the athletic background you like, but they're absolute baddest, for sure, with their great psychology. Talking straight to Jungle Boy and Dumbass Dinosaur, to Santana Ortiz, to Paige Omega, and to Nick and Matt. Congratulations. You graduated from the kiddie table. Now you're eating with the big boys. When it comes to FTR, you bite off more than you can chew because they talk heavy, they hit hard, and they are absolute best tag team in the world. Butcher the Blade came down to, confront them looking for a new meat wagon, and this fits the bill. But then Blade gets a baseball bat, warns FTR, and if they can understand closer, they'll destroy the truck. Then the Lucha Brothers appear behind FTR, and Butcher the Blade challenged FTR and the Young Bucks to an 8-man tag match with, again, FTR and the Young Bucks taking on the Butcher the Blade and the Lucha Bros. And they have a brawl. We're getting the match. So again, teasing them being a team. But of course, I think this is going to set up very, very nicely for All Out, for FTR and the Young Bucks, which I cannot wait for sure. Brian Cage had squashed John Cruz. Afterwards, Taz called out John Moxley, saying where he is before accusing him of sitting on his ass on a couch, even though once again Moxley was just being quarantined because his wife, unfortunately, is sick with the virus. He cuts a promo where he paints Cage as a workhorse and Moxley as a lazy jerk who's going to lose his title, which I don't foresee happening. I think Brian Cage will have a pretty good match. I'm still thinking Moxley's going to keep it till and drop it to MJF at All Out, maybe. Still don't know. Brodie Lee and Colt Cabana were backstage. Lee talking about winning feels good, how Colt showed the world on Dynamite by getting his hand raised. He wants one more opportunity to show Colt Cabana what he means, and they take SCU on at Fyter Fest, and he tells SCU they're in his sight when Boom Boom looks on very perplexed. We also break down the matches, and at Fyter Fest, we have the segment with Dr. Britt Baker chilling in like a glass, cubicle where Big Swole rolls up to talk to her, but she can't hear since the glass she claims is soundproof. So they bicker, and then Swole leaves and comes back, claiming atop of the cart, dumping garbage on Britt as well, and Britt can't get enough of that garbage. She's either thrown to a dumpster, or she's either getting thrown to the garbage, or garbage getting thrown to her, which sucks. Matt Hardy defeated Santana in a pretty good match. Afterwards, Ortiz beats Hardy down until the Street Sweeper Private Party makes the save. Then set up for a tag match with the Hardys taking on Private Party taking on Santana and Ortiz, and I don't know who to do Sammy Guevara's, but I can't remember though who their partner is going to be. But and then the closing segment was a segment with Chris Jericho talking to Orange Cassidy face to face. Jericho asks why the chickens crossed the road several times to get to the other side. It's a joke to everyone, and the first time you hear it's kind of funny and a little stupid, but then the more you hear it, the worse it gets, and that, of course, is also how you describe Orange Cassidy. The more he sees him in his act, the more annoyed he becomes, and he pisses Jericho off. When he first heard his name, he thought it was stupid. When he first saw his match, he thought he was an embarrassment to the business, and when he signed with AEW, he called Tony Khan and asked why did he bring Orange Cassidy, said, and the answer was simple, because everybody loves him. Which, again, I did find interesting, especially whenever, in one of his recent podcasts I watched, Jericho did mention how he was not too crazy about Orange Cassidy when he first came in, but of course now he is, and now he's looking to put him over. So I definitely like that kind of little bit of that truth in this segment. Jericho watched more of his stuff, and he kind of got it, and he does his own thing. He's different, and Jericho applauds him for that. He got over on his own for being himself. Part of his appeal is he's like us, a lazy slacker. If he tries any of his own bullshit at Fyter Fest, Jericho's going to kick his teeth down his throat. He better reach down with his pockets and pull out a man-sized miracle if he wants to beat Les Champions, but nope, not happening. At Fyter Fest, Orange Cassidy's phenomenon is over because Jericho's going to make sure he runs out of juice. And then Orange Cassidy then teases his stuff, hands in his pocket, double kicks to the legs, and then all of a sudden they start brawling around the ring where Orange Cassidy eventually got his full comeuppance with the Superman punch on Chris Jericho, and Jericho went flying through the table, which I thought was a nice spot to end the show. So, very quick review. Gave it a B. I'm tired, really. I'm going to get ready to go to bed. I hope they're okay, too. No, Laura said, where do you see Tessa Blanchard going? What do you mean going? I haven't heard any news about Tessa Blanchard. Tyler forgot that the worst pay-per-view ending where Bray interfered in a Hell in a Cell match between Ambrose and Rollins at Hell in a Cell in 2014. I actually kind of like that, but if you don't like it, that's cool with me. But, yeah, I gave it a B. I'll try to do NXT review sometime tomorrow, probably SmackDown on Saturday. We'll see how it goes, guys. What are your thoughts on AEW this week? Your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure as always to slap a like on the video, subscribe or comment on my channel, follow me on Twitter at DemandAir93. Until then, guys, I'm checking out. Have a great night. I will see you all later. Peace out, everybody.